What's up, everybody? We're back on the new farmer experience. We ended last episode finishing up fertilizing the field over there, field 2. As you can see, it still needs one whole shade of fertilizer. It does not need rolling. We are going to check it next month for weed. But one thing I need to do real quick, actually no I don't, because I can see there's a bale in there already. So we said on the last episode that we would be starting off by sleeping real quick. So I'm gonna sleep. Also said in the last episode that I would be going back and probably just doing weekly farm episodes. So I will be posting once every Friday, farm wise. But I do plan on starting something else that doesn't take quite so much editing to keep you guys tied over until I get the next farming episode done, I guess is what I should say. So what we need to do is go ahead and, for one, they still don't show weeds. I'm pretty sure we planted grass, if I'm not mistaken. We planted grass in both fields because we're going to get a harvest out of that. What happened there? We completely missed a spot. We're going to get harvest out of all 4 of our fields one time. And then I'm thinking we're going to go to probably corn is what I'm thinking. At the end of the last episode, I don't know if you guys noticed, the tractor was slowly shifting to the left. It was kind of weird. But as soon as I ended the stream, or not stream, but ended the recording and I was moving some things around, I came back and the tractor and the trailer glitched out in that middle of that field, which was weird. So that's why the tractor and trailer are not exactly where we left it at. Had never seen that happen before, but it'll be alright. So we want to start with the headland. 2 is fine. Go ahead and get that guy going. We should have canola to sell. We go to prices. Canola's right now is at its best. Wonder why it says it's not good at the farmer's market. In the farmer market, right over there. Tag. Yeah, we're gonna go to the farmer's market and sell it for $21.37. Not sure why it's saying that's a down. I guess it's down from its max, but we are going to jump in probably this other John Deere tractor. I think that one goes a little faster than the Challenger. We're going to grab our trailer over here. And then once we grab the canola out of our silo, we're going to go ahead and send this tractor on over to the store. So we're going over here. Should be able to drive underneath this silo. Hadn't done this yet. And it should say like fill. Start filling. Yeah, and then we get to pick what we're doing. We want the canola. I'm gonna check and make sure that's all we want to sell. Corn is, I mean, it's at its lowest right now. And soybeans is at its lowest. And wheat will be at its max next month. See, we got our 9,000. Let's go ahead and turn the tractor around. And then we are going to tell it to go to the store. We probably need to feed the cows. They've got 52.44. We could go ahead and give them some water. We probably should have just honestly said, let the Challenger take that, because now we need the front loader and stuff, and we don't have it. I guess we could technically use the bale loading trailer. Alright, so trailer's full. Overload. We also hadn't checked on our greenhouse in a while. I almost forgot we had one, to be honest with you. Back up real quick. And start filling that. We're going to run over here to the greenhouse and fill the greenhouse up completely. I'm hoping we get at least 10, 20,000 for the canola. That way it at least feels like it was worth us saving it all those months. Not that it really mattered. Do a little eye and dump the water. Okay, so that won't even close to being empty. We'll go ahead and take this back, put it where it goes. Let's see, what else can we do? I think we need to look into a sprayer for the weeds. So what I can do is go ahead and send this guy to the store. And while he's going to the store, we could look at our discounts. There's something smart we could be doing. So here is a good sized planter. I didn't hate the size of our planter we had, so I don't think I'm gonna do anything with that. We don't need a cultivator, we have a cultivator. I don't plan on doing sugar cane, so we don't need a sugar cane planter. Let's look into sprayers. This has got a 24-inch, 24 meter, not 24 inch. Probably just buy these two. Maybe just this one. I'm not sure. Because this does, if I'm not mistaken, what does liquid fertilizer is this one. And then the other one is herbicide. So herbicide is what we really want it for. We want it for the herbicide. So the total of that was 30 and 5, so 35 grand. That's pretty hard to beat. We'll go ahead and grab that. And I think this is just like an extra storage tank. I'm gonna go ahead and try it out. I'm not real sure what it does, to be honest with you, but we're gonna try it. And also, this guy has gotten stuck. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I am going to drop the trailer off here, and I'm going to grab both of these with this tractor. And the reason why I'm swapping out is because, like I said earlier, we really need the John Deere for feeding the cows. And this is the tractor we need it for. So we're gonna grab these two. Probably should go ahead and get some fertilizer. That would probably be, not fertilizer, herbicide. That would probably be smart. And then what we want to do is do G. I want to fill that up. That should get up to 1,500. Oh, it only holds 1,200. And then I want to refill additional tank. And then we're gonna go ahead and get this driving home. So I'm gonna drive around this trailer because I know that's in the way. And then tell it to go home. Is this guy done? Oh, he didn't have enough fertilizer. Wow. I thought for sure he had enough fertilizer to finish that job. This is probably not enough fertilizer to finish that job as well. So we're going to need to go buy some more fertilizer. I'll probably continue doing solid fertilizer because I think it lasts a little longer than liquid and it's not as expensive. I should be able to just do this and he should go back to where he was. Let's get you grabbing that trailer over there and running to the store and getting more fertilizer. Should be able to come right over here. Store. Yep. Should be able to get there from there. We're going to tell you to come over here and grab this trailer. And we should have to go... Oh, it's still more that way. Okay. So we're going to grab our trailer with the canola. And we're going to figure out how to get over here. Should be a road up here. I've not used the ferry yet. How does that work? Let us figure that out. Come on over here and start ferry. Alright, so the ferry's on the way. This guy has arrived at the store, so we'll go ahead and get some solid fertilizer. Go ahead and buy 4. We go through it pretty good, so I'm not worried about spending a little bit more on it. I think we need to turn this into an auto-loading trailer too. Oh, we can't. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna get these loaded up over here real quick and then get this tractor going back to the house. The ferry should be back by then. We'll be back in a second. Alright, we got that trailer loaded up. Send this guy on home. Should be able to drive on the ferry somehow now. And start ferry. Okay, this guy is home. I'm really anticipating needing this, so we are going to wait over here by these fields. And then we are also waiting on fertilizer. So we're gonna wait right here until that other tractor gets back and we can get the other tractor fertilized again. All right, got that tractor back going. He should have enough to finish now. We need to, I think I'm gonna swap these two tractors out because I need that other tractor with the front end loader so that we can feed the cows. Let me go ahead and get this tractor off the ferry just in case the ferry decides to move. Because I'm pretty sure it does automatically move every now and then. Let's see, so drop the front. Back up a little bit. Drop the back. Go grab the front end loader. I'll run into a fence while we're at it. Almost hit the sprayer while we were at it. I'm gonna run over here and grab a bale. One bale ought to be more than enough for a month. I don't think these are ready to be harvested, is it? Oh, it is ready to be harvested. How about that? We probably won't harvest it this month. We'll probably harvest it next month. Run over here. We want one bale. Alright, got that. Go feed the babies. That should be all we need this front end loader for a little while. I love how we got bale forks, but we only use the pallet forks. Okay, so this tractor can just kind of sit here in limbo. We do have this tractor that can go sell this canola. Once I get over there, I'll pop back in and we'll see the money we make from this. I'm gonna dump canola. Money's going up. It's not looking very impressive. Ain't terrible. Looks like we got 20,000 and some change. We're gonna go back this way. I like this path a lot more than I do the other path. Oh, okay. So we're right here. I did not realize that's where we were. So, yeah. I might actually set me up a little auto drive real quick so that we can automatically drive here. I'm gonna get this created and jump back in. But as you guys can see, you just kind of turn on the triangle to start showing your paths. and then you hit the record button to start recording. I'm pretty sure I showed you how to do this in one of my other vehicles, but not vehicles, but videos, but I don't remember for sure. And then we're gonna drive all the way. We're gonna drive all the way down to here and then turn here. And then I'll have to drive all the way back in order to complete the circuit. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick so you guys don't have to watch that, but I'll be back. All right, we got a complete path. I added some actual numbers. Hopefully these work to where I can tell it to go to like different field numbers. It's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna test it here in a minute to send it home. I named home number 2 the next one, so I should be able to send it home number 2, and then it will go home. So home 2 and go. So this tractor is good to go. This tractor should be done. This tractor is done. We're going to run it up here to the other little small field. And we're going to go ahead and get that fertilized while that other tractor is running home, just to test that out. Should be good there. We'll go ahead and grab the sprayer with this tractor like we said we were going to. We need to look at contracts. I just thought of that. So we're going to do that here after I get out of the way. Let's look at contracts. What can we do? There's a cultivating job at 83. Could tell somebody to go to the store and then they could take care of that. We'll go ahead and grab that one. Harvesting, no thank you. Mowing. Mowing, we could tell somebody to go to the store and mow that, so we'll do that one. $9 grand for a mowing contract. Absolutely. Where's that tractor not doing anything? We got a job for you. Tell you to go to the store. Let's see. This guy is still making his way downtown. Watch him do it the last little bit. This is in that little neighborhood just before we get to our farm. I'm hoping that you should be able to make edits to this. I really don't know. I might have to do it on another gameplay just to see. So he's basically home. That worked with no issues. I might start parking this trailer right here. We need to get the cultivator, which is over here. Got to lower it so we can get it out of the barn. Raise it. Get you lined up so you'll do right. Tell you to go to the store. This tractor ought to be about done fertilizing. Getting pretty close. Is there any more fertilizing jobs? I mean, there's another mowing job. It's field 11, so I'm thinking we're going to 84. I might could tell it to go to field 11 as well. So 84 is scrape. Fertilizer seems to be going out quickly this time. I swear we had enough to do the big field and a little field with one sprayer, but maybe I was wrong. Don't look like we can cut corners to get over here. Should have known better. That's alright. Make sure this is the right field. Y'all. Okay, so we are going to worker 1 or 2. One, 2, we're about the same. I think I like 3. Alright, so you're out of fertilizer. The fertilizer is right there. Okay, you got fertilizer. Drive you back out into this field real quick. Smack a E or a H on you. You are ready to start cultivating this land over here. We're not going to skip corners this time, just because we know we can't. Why are those lights coming on all of a sudden? Alright, so we're going to start right here. That looks pretty good. Start with the headland. Go ahead and let you knock it out. Guy's going good. This guy will be done shortly. And then once those contracts are done, I think I'm going to go ahead and accept that other mowing contract because it's just down the road. Accept. I mean, we do, but the harvesting jobs aren't very good because you got to take them and sell them too. And I don't particularly want to do that. 20 grand though. Sunflowers. Parsnips. We don't have no hoeing. I don't think we have a plow. We do have a sprayer. We could spray some herbicide now. That's 7. That's right there. $3,600. Would that be worth it if we did that one? Let's test that. Your farm already has 3 active contracts. I guess you can only have 3 at a time. Did not know that. Okay, well, there's that then. We won't be doing that. The fertilizing is done. Let's turn these off. Let's put our little fertilizer up. Yeah, moo, said the moo. Alright, that tractor should be done. I don't think we're going to have to spray herbicide. I could be wrong. Maybe it's something you don't really do with grass. But it ain't looking like we're going to have to do that. So I might go ahead and decide where I'm going to put this stuff. It'll probably go in this opposite bays, like where we put our cultivator and stuff at. This tractor feels really fast. So we want to drop off our front first. This tractor can barely fit in here. Go ahead and drop our sprayers off. What is this thing doing? I am not sure. So we got the cultivator going, we got the mower going. Yeah, once those two contracts are done, I'll hop back in, we'll take a nap, and then we'll decide what we're doing after that. We'll be back. All right. This guy has finished cultivating. I'm gonna go ahead and get him headed back to the house. The mower is taking a little longer than I expected. I might take him over and do that myself. What is showing up over here at the store? Did I buy something and forget it? Or is that just showing a waypoint? Is that what it is? That must be a waypoint on the auto drive. Tell you to go home. And I'll probably take this over, like I said, and then I'll hop back in once I'm done with this. We'll be back. Alright, we got that job done. I'll fold up this back one. I'm gonna drive over here to, I think it was field 11. Yeah, field 11, says it right there in the top right. Drive over here to field 11 and get that one done, and then we'll take a nap for the day, and I will be back once we wake up from our little nappy nap. Alright, got all our contracts done. Go ahead and complete those. Alright, we're gonna go take a little nappy nap. I think after this nap, we're going to be maybe harvesting the grass. I gotta look at the timeline. I do know we got to sell something. Something needs to be sold. Let's take a look at that. Looks like wheat. Wheat needs to be sold, so we're gonna grab the Challenger since that's basically all it's good for. Just transport and doing single things. Is this snow? Lower so it'll fit in the barn. Raise. Lower. Drop it off. Let's go grab the trailer that I didn't forget where we parked it, like I thought I would. So it is wheat. We need to grab wheat. Let's see, start filling. We got wheat. There's all our wheat. We're gonna go ahead and take it over to here, I think it is. And we are going to go to grain sale. Since it's raining or snowing or whatever, this precipitation coming out the sky, I don't think we should harvest the grass because I think that'll affect the grass. As you can see, there are no weeds growing in our grass, so we don't need that. I do need to check our calendar because corn is going to need to be going in February. So, with that being said, we're definitely going to cut everything next month if we don't cut it this month. Let's check our contract works real quick. I'll do it here. Just a cultivating job. It's cultivating land 8. We might actually do that for $6,000. Accept. And that'll be all we do for today. Let's grab the big tractor. The big tractor do the work. Hopefully we can grab the cultivator out of the barn with it. It's gonna be close. Oh man. Lower, drive out, raise. Field 8 is right across the street. Steer and assist. We're going to unfold, lower, and get her going. We'll hop over to the other tractor once it makes it to the sell point. But until then, we are going to cultivate this contract. We'll be back once it's time to sell the wheat. All right. We're going to stop right here just for a second because the grain is ready to be sold. I'm going to dump wheat. Made 14,000. Not bad considering we bought that field, or I think that's not the store. I think that is where we originally started this playthrough, and that was the wheat that was growing already, so that was a freebie. So not terrible. This is going to head home. I'm going to hop back over into our cultivating job for the day. I think I should just be able to do this. Yep. And we will hop back in once the cultivator is done, because then we'll take a nap and then we'll have grass cutting to do. We'll be back. All right, we got that contract done. Gonna collect the monies. It has rained the whole time, so we are going to take a little nappy nap. First things first, once we get up from our nap, I need to check the discount store. Discount store, give us something good. Discount store. Nothing here, no, nothing. Okay, so what we gotta do, we gotta get cutting grass, especially in these two fields over here, because we're gonna be putting corn back in those. So first things first, obviously you gotta cut it. So we'll start with the big field, go ahead and get that cut up, and then we will start tedding and windrowing and baling. So we'll go ahead and drive on over to the big field, and then we will probably get the Challenger on windrowing it. Let's take a look at the yield. Almost said the yield. It's not a word. Let's see, 97% yield bonus. I guess that's probably about as good as you can get with grass. I really don't know. So, worker. Three or four? I'm thinking 3. go ahead and get going. Field is not ready for work or is already worked. Says growing. Okay, why is this not done growing? Do I need to let a little bit more time go by? Let's do that real quick. We're gonna do a little time jump and then we'll be back. So we're back. I am not sure. We might need to sleep another month. If it's not back in the month, then we're gonna have to cultivate and plant the corn anyways, because it's corn month. But I'm hoping it's gonna be good to go. I need to put this trailer up. I wasn't planning on selling the grass anyways. I was just gonna have, ooh, cows. Cows need to be checked on. I was gonna say I was just planning on giving it to the cows for food because we are starting to run a little low. Sorry, cows. Does that mean like we need to feed our cows? Definitely was not looking at that tractor. Alright, I got to get a couple bales of hay. I got to fill up the cow troughs, and then we're going to go ahead and take another nap and see what happens with the grass. I'm not sure. We'll be back. Alright, got the cows, the moo-moos taken care of. I gave them water, I gave them food. I refilled the greenhouse. So now what we need to do is take another little nappy nap and see if that grass continues growing, because I really don't know. So, sleep. If not, like I said, we're going to have to cultivate both the big field and the second big field, I guess is what I would call it. So what is it, like 2 and 5? 2 and 3? But hopefully we can harvest it. Yeah, see, it's not growing anymore. And we gotta plant corn. We could technically wait. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at cotton. So actually, we could technically wait until March, which definitely looks like the corn will be grown. Let's check our discount store real quick. No, 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 and no. So we're gonna hop back over to the house, take another quick nap, and we should be cutting grass this next month. All right, we is back. The grass definitely looks ready to grow now, or ready to harvest. Let's check. Weed? No, see, we never had to weed it. So we are good to start cutting. So let's go ahead and get our worker going here. 3, headland, go. Go. We're gonna grab the tedder with the challenger. Are the cows out of food again? Okay, so we're definitely gonna need these bales because the cows are just eating food like there's no tomorrow. So that's something else I gotta do. I gotta go ahead and grab food. So I guess every month I need to be putting at least 1 bale of hay in there. Let's check discount. Cultivator. We don't need you. We don't need a header trailer. We don't need that. And we don't need a machine for cutting trees. This will be next. After that, we need to get the windrower. We'll do that with this tractor. Just because the other one I can put the front loader on so I can feed the cows again. Might be about time to start investing in some land. We're starting to get a lot of money. It'll give us a little bit more stuff to do. Right now, I feel like a grass cutting company. So let's take a look at that real quick. We need to check this. I would love to get something like 6. It's got canola in it. We can definitely take care of canola. We can also take care of oats. Can we afford 6? Yes, we can. Doesn't look like 8's got anything. So let's go ahead and buy 6. Let's look at the growth stage. It's getting kind of close. It's fertilized, but it needs weeding. So I think we can take care of that as well. Let's go ahead and grab 6. Buy. Let's take care of the cows really quick. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to grab the sprayers and I'm going to take care of the weeds in that and see if that's something we can do. I'm not sure. So I need to grab the front loader to feed the cows, and once the cows are fed, I'll be back. Alright, so we got the moo-moos took care of. I put an extra bale in there this time. So hopefully they'll be good for at least another month. I will remember to start checking on the moo-moos every month now because they eat a lot. I need to get the tedder going. I did most of that just so that the mower could get a good head start. We'll probably do that. So hopefully he doesn't catch the I guess we'll do that. So hopefully he doesn't catch the mower. I'm going to let him get one headland done. And then I'm going to stick the windrower on it. Oh. I brought the trailer over here. And we don't need the trailer. We're going to need the baler next. You got to bale it before it goes on the trailer. Smarty pants. And then after that, we will need to cultivate. I'll get the big tractor to cultivate because it'll pull it the fastest, I believe. And then we will need to plant it. But we might not cultivate. We might cultivate and plant in the next episode, depending on how long it takes us to do this. So what I'll do is I'll hop back in once either the mower is done or I jump in with the windrower. I'm thinking it'll be the windrower next, but we will see. I'll be back when that happens. All right, the grass is done. He's blocking the tedder. I'm gonna go ahead and get out the tedder's way and run up here and cut this other grass field. I do need to remember to fertilize that other field, so I might have the tractor that is hooked to the baler take care of that real quick for the new field we just bought. That looks good enough for me. I'm gonna grab this guy. I'm gonna go grab the new sprayer and sprayer accessories that we bought. And hopefully we can test out whether or not this is a lot of herbicide or not. I'm hoping that it'll actually get rid of the weeds and make it worth the yield as well. So we bought 6, which is right across the street. Eventually, I will make my goal 6, 7, and 9 to be a full-size cow pasture, is what I'm thinking. But I got to see how to do it and make sure that it's done right, because I think, for example, that little cow pasture there, the only amount of food you can put in it is the amount that that one right there holds. So that is a problem. So we are going to grab a worker AI that looks fine and see if these weeds go away. I don't know for sure if they will, depending on the amount of growth the field has. I also don't know how the front tank works. Wow. The sprayer is the cheapest one we could have bought, and it is very large. They must be starting on that. Let's see if they're going away. Weeds. They are indeed going away. Okay, good. So that'll work. I don't know if that's going to be enough herbicide. It looks like it should be, but we shall see. So we'll be back. I think it's about time to start the windrowing. So let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and get this guy going. The tedder's making good progress. The grass cutting is about to finish his first headland. So next is baling and trying to think what else is next. Do we need to fertilize this land? Fertilize. We do not. So it is fully fertilized. That's good. It's being weeded now. See, sorry, didn't mean to get in your way. So yield is 82%. Maybe it'll go up a little bit once the yields are completely dead. We will see. Hopefully all of this gets picked up too. We'll be back once something else interesting happens. All right, the sprayer is done. Looks like it used about 600 liters for 9 acres. So that means we have enough to do probably all of our fields if needed be. So I know the fertilizer's good in that one. We know that the weeds are now good in that one. So we can put this up, and what we can start doing is we can start baling the hay, because the tedder's almost done, which means shortly after the tedder is done that the windrower will be done. And then they will be moving over to the smaller field. And then we'll have to get all that done. I already resetted the count for the baler, so we can know how many we got off this harvest. I'm hoping it's at least 20 plus. That'll tie us over until we're ready to harvest again. So let us get to baling, and I will be back in once we're moving the mower probably and the tedder to the next locations. We'll be back. All right. I had to help this worker finish his job because he stopped for some reason. He said he was done, but he wasn't done.
So now he's over to the next field. We'll go ahead and fold these mowers up and put them up for the day. And what we'll do is attach to the bale trailer. And then I will continue doing my baling job because that's not automatic for some reason. We will be back. All right, the windrower is done. I love that baler. It's so fast. We're gonna go ahead and get the windrower going. The tedder has also completed their task, I do believe. So we can go ahead and get the windrower out of the way. Yep, the windrower is done. Not the windrower, I'm sorry. Tedder. Tedder's done. Go ahead and put the tedder up. Probably just park the tractor there along with it, because next is going to be, it'll be the end of the episode really, because next episode we'll start cultivating and planting the corn. I think we're just going to do corn. So back to a baling I go. Surprisingly, we've only gotten 5 so far. I would have thought that we would have had a whole lot more than that. So that actually kind of worries me about the upkeep of the amount of how much these cows are eating. They're going through about 2.5 every 2 months maybe. So that means I don't think those 2 small fields are going to be enough, honestly. But we'll be back once we get a little closer to finishing up the job. All right, last little streak of this field. We ended up with 8 out of this field. So that number kind of worries me. That's not a lot of bales. I was expecting a lot more than that. But these are really big bales. And with 8, I'm thinking maybe I'm thinking I am thinking probably a bale a month is about how long. So every bale we end up with is every month we have enough to feed our cows with, is what I'm thinking. So I've moved on to the next field. I'm thinking we'll probably end up with maybe 10 or 11. That's my guess. We'll see once I get done how close I was to being right. All right, the tedder is done. Put the tedder back up. I think next episode we will probably get a small assembly line of grass cutting going, just because we are going to need the grass. Or I say grass, I mean hay. My fine driving skills I'm displaying for y'all right now. Alright. We'll be back once I get done baling. Alright. We actually ended up with 14 bales. Nice. So we want to unload early. Unload early. We're going to fold up the baler. I'm going to go ahead and put the baler up, and then once I've hopped over to the trailer and got the first load of bales, I will be back. Alright, we got our first 9. So we had 8 full-size bales in the big field, which seems a little crazy. Which means we had 6 in the other one. Should be able to unload here with Y. Okay, so now we're going to stop unloading. Should continue picking up bales now. We did not. I think we ended up with 14 bales altogether. So that was 8 and 7, 15. 15 bales altogether, apparently. But all right, I think we will end today's episode there. Next episode, we will begin cultivating those 2 fields we just grass cut on, and we will also be grass cutting the 2 smaller fields. Go ahead and get them out of the way. We will be cultivating, we will be planting, and we will be fertilizing that field, those 2 fields, and we will be planting them with corn. So stop and loading. We're in transport mode. And we will embarrass ourselves one more time with this trailer backing. There's one time. Turn the wheel. Turn the wheel. Not too bad. All right. As always, if you guys are enjoying what I'm doing, please leave me a like and a sub. Lets me know you're enjoying my content. And if you can think of a better way for me to improve, don't hesitate to comment. Let me know how I can improve my farming experience or my gameplay. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.